If you're self-employed or if you own a small business, you probably face challenges like cash flow, competition, advertising, customer loyalty, and the uncertainty of it all. You're not alone. Most new business owners face these challenges, and 80% of them will fail within the first 18 months. But there's good news. Help is just a phone call away. Bob Keplinger is a professional business coach who helps people fine-tune their business so they can enjoy improved profitability and a healthier work-life balance. Just listen to what business owners are saying.
Working with Bob has changed the way we approach literally almost every single thing in our business. I really hesitate to think about where we might be today. I don't know that we would be in business if we hadn't met Bob.
He teaches you how to create a business that you can walk away from. And it doesn't matter the size of your company, all these examples and the things that he presents are totally scalable up and down.
One of the first things that he asked me was, what are your numbers? And I looked at him with a blank stare. And I went, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not a numbers guy. I'm a tree guy. And he said, stick around. I'll make you a numbers guy.
Without Bob, like I said, he's really put me on the right track and helped me grow my business. And in fact, if I wouldn't have met him, I probably wouldn't have opened my third location. There's no way I could have.
So we met Bob in December and started working with him in January of 2014, and so it's now September, so not quite a year yet, but we are on track to accomplish our goals that we set at the beginning of the year, revenue and profit-wise. We will sell $1 million in sales for the first time this year, and we will finish at 20% profit margin, which was our goal.
What exactly is a business coach? It's very similar to a sports coach.
His coaching is just like coaching in sports. You can be the best player on the NFL field, but even the best players out there take advice from their coach.
So when I finally went to the BNI group, I met Bob, and he said he was a coach. I'm like, well, I used to play athlete. I was an athlete. So I'm like, he goes, well, I was an athlete too, but I'm a business coach. I'm like, oh, so you got the blueprint of how to run a business. He says, man, I can help you. I'll schedule time. I want to schedule some time with you. Just come sit down. We talk about 30 minutes and see where we can go from there, see if I can help you out.
When I first met Bob and we talked about what coaching was about, and he explained a little bit at a very high level to me, my first thought was, wow, that sounds great. And in the back of my mind, parenthetically, I thought, for other people. I had run a $200 million credit department. I felt like I was very qualified to know how to run a business. Starting a business yourself is completely different than what you think.
Bob came to our office, and I was a little skeptical about hiring a business coach, but I knew I needed one. So I had a ton of questions for Bob, and he asked me questions that I'd never thought of before. And in our first meeting, he created enough income for us to pay him for the first year.
I was able to trust Bob first, and then he drove that down to me, to whereas now I'm able to trust my employees, not necessarily my employees, but my teammates, my fellow agents, and they can run the show. And I'm surrounded by champions now. And he also taught me that was how to bring people on that are going to take your business to the next level.
But most importantly, Bob Keplinger provides business owners with guidance, support, accountability, and encouragement.
The one thing that stands out about Bob the most that I absolutely love is that he does not sugarcoat anything. If something is wrong, he points that out, and he's direct, and I love that.
In reality, the best thing about working with Bob, the one thing that I really like about Bob, is that he's a real human being. He's not a numbers cruncher that, thump the desk. It's got to be about this. He's realistic.
When you bring a problem to Bob, Bob approaches the problem, and he doesn't bring all of the hang-ups about the problem to the solution that you bring. So when you call him and you say, hey, I need help with something, and you lay it out, he says, well, have you thought about it? And you say, well, I can't do that because XYZ. Bob doesn't have XYZ. He has a completely different It's not a disinterested third party, but he doesn't have the emotion about the solution that you have. And it's so great for giving you meaningful perspective about how to approach something that you may have begun the conversation having no idea how to solve.
He listens to what you have to say. He'll take it in, and then he'll give you something to feed off of and to work off of. Now, he's not going to do it for you. He will coach you in the right direction. He will give you questions, and then you have to come back and fill up the answers. And he'll ask you the following week, so what did you do? And he holds you accountable. So if you don't do your homework, he'll come get you.
I think Bob is not in it for himself. I think he cares so much about his clients that he's in it for them.
If you want to improve your business, give us a call today and find out how we can help you and your business excel to new heights.